What's up, BEATNIKERS? Welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I feel that my goal is to bring you the most delicious thinking and enhance your intellect to escape velocity. Let's start today's video. If you're someone who's new to this channel, my name is Nikhilesh. I live here in Berlin and I do a lot of traveling with purpose. What I mean by that is I travel a lot of universities and I bring in new experiences for you, showing you the buildings, the location, the cost of living of that particular city. And today's video is exactly one of them. I visited this school called as EMLV, which falls under the bigger umbrella of Paul Leonardo da Vinci University, which is based out of Paris. It's located in the business district of Paris. In fact, that business district is the biggest in Europe. So with that being said, after visiting so many business schools all across Germany and France, today is one of them. But there's something special about this school. Now, just to make it more realistic, and I want to think as if I'm in your shoes, I'm trying to think because I've also done myself business studies here in Germany. Whether you go to Germany, France, US, Australia, Canada, anywhere in the world, there are few points which we all think alike. The first one is budget. This plays a huge role into your decision-making process. You have good grades, but you have less money, probably that is again a problem. Second point, what plays a huge role is the reputation. Reputation of a university, reputation of the country. Reputation is not just in terms of how goodwill this brand is. Ultimately, as basic as reputation matters a lot. Now, how do you calculate the reputation? There are a lot of ways. Of course, one of the ways is by looking up to some authorized platforms where you see the rankings, and accreditation is one of the points, ranking is one of the points. So yeah. Third thing, what I feel is the location, because when you're in a good location, that means you have a high chance of getting a part-time job or in fact internship. Now, I have a lot of friends who are studying in France, and if you name a top-notch schools, but they're in a very small town. Ultimately, after doing their education, they come to cities like Paris, Nice, all the bigger cities like Lyon, Lille, Toulouse. So all these are the cities where students ultimately go and look for opportunity. Next point I want you guys to think of is the economic condition of country. Because by that you can see what is the inflation rate and what is the job security do you have. If the country doesn't have enough money, how can they have a jobs? And if there are no jobs, no money. And the last thing, I think what we all think of is the return on investment. What is the ROI? If you're coming here to study business or any damn education, doesn't matter. What we have to calculate is the amount of money which is invested in and by when is it going to come out. ROI is not just calculated in terms of money, but it's also calculated in terms of your stay back in the country. If a country doesn't let you stay back, what's the point of investing so much money? And again, I think I don't want to generalize this particular point just by saying that everybody has to stay here. A lot of people who come here, they have businesses back home and they would like to run that. They only want to go to good schools. In France's case, France is letting you stay for 2 long years after you completed your 2 long years of course. If it's for 2 years or if it's for 1 year, you get to stay. And this is what leads to my other point, which is this school. I can by far tell you the schools I've visited for last 2 years, 3 years, this is the budget school I've seen with everything what it takes to get a quality job out there in the market and be competitive. They have a pretty good name in the French market. They have a very strong academic system what they've created, and I saw that myself. Third thing what I liked really was you don't pay so much money compared to other schools. At the same time, you get the same kind of quality. Fourth thing what I like about the school is the location where they're located. As I said, it's in the business hub, and you're going to see that in the video for today. The fifth point what I wanted to put out is the accreditation. This school has accreditation, what it takes for you to get a stay back option in the country. Now, bear in mind, if you're looking France as an education hub where you would like to go and do your masters, look out for whether the course or the school is RNCP certified or not, and whether it's CGE approved or not. Because without these two things, you're not going to get stay back option, which is called as APS. Okay, you will not get APS if the school or the course is not approved. Make sure that you check that with the university and of course with the current students who are studying there, because there are schools in France I've seen where students are studying, they were not aware, they came, they invested so much money, and now they get to know that, oh my god, this particular school is not approved and we are not going to get stay back. So what happens now is they have to study, and then exit the country. So with this school, that's not even a problem what I see. So here's where I'm going to take you around and show you the campus now and the programs what they offer. Let's start. Alright guys, so I'm joined here by Inas. She's taking me around today this campus of Paul Leonardo da Vinci University. This is a school which is into engineering, management, design and many other things, which I would let her speak more on that. For now, Inas, why don't you give us a quick introduction, like 30 seconds who you are.
I work at the International Relations Department. I'm on the incoming part, so I welcome international students who come to study here for exchange programs, but we also work a little bit with degree-seeking international students.
Right.
So if any of you come to study here, we will most likely meet.
This is the entrance of the university?
Yes, this is the main entrance. As you can see behind us, there's the reception and the very secure gates, so no one else aside from students and staff can come in with their little ID.
Location-wise, hats off, they've done a good job because it's in the business district. It's called La Défense.
Yes, it's actually the biggest financial and business district in Europe.
So you know that in terms of opportunity level, this school has to offer, and the location itself. For now, I want to go around, see what facilities the school has to offer. Okay, let's go ahead.
Let's go.
This is where we are, like looks like an open space. What is this place for?
So this is like the main ground floor of the university, so it's just like a hall from which you can access different buildings. Right in front of us is the student lounge, right behind us is the learning center and Fab Lab, which we're going to go to first.
Okay, sure, let's go. When I entered this building, there were like multiple schools. Are they all there from Paul da Vinci or?
Yes, they are all in the Pôle, but they are all separate schools. So you have the management school, where you can study business, marketing, management, human resources.
Okay.
We also have MSc in international business, and we also have an MBA in digital marketing.
Right.
And then there is the engineering school, where you can study things like new energies, engineering finance, big data. And then you have the multimedia school, where you can study things like video games, 3D animation, and communication.
Right. Yeah, what is this Fab Lab?
It's a lab where students can work on different projects. So this lab has several 3D printers, for example. They can work on robotics, they can even work on little electronics. There's an association where you can ask for help to create anything that you want to create.
Since you said that you have a lot of international students coming in management studies. Now, management and engineering, of course, definitely two different things, right? What is in for me if I'm coming here to study MBA or MSc program?
So we also have a very good co-working space. So you can come study here, do a lot of study groups, and a lot of the programs have transversal weeks where people work together on big projects. So this space is really useful for studying and meeting up with other students.
What's next now?
So we were just in the Fab Lab building.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go to the engineering building. So this right here is the management building.
Okay.
And multimedia building.
And then there's the engineering school?
That one over there.
Oh, there
so
one, yeah, further. A lot of students out there at this point, I think, is it a lunchtime?
Yeah, lunchtime.
Where's the cafeteria here?
There's one right here. You can get fast food, sandwiches, snacks. And there's one underground. It's more hot meals, fuller meal. So now we're going to go to the classroom to see. By the way, this is the EMLV. This is the engineering school I was just talking about.
All right. Thanks for joining on this campus tour. Do you quickly want to tell, like, is this a usual classroom? We just walked inside one of the classrooms. I think we just got over.
Yeah. Well, this is not a very typical classroom here, but this is one of the types of classroom that we have with computers for the students.
What kind of nationalities are studying in one class? If you really have to tell me, like.
Honestly, it really depends. If you're just talking about French students, we do have a lot of nationalities even within the French students. But when it comes to international students, we have a lot of students from Asia, from South Korea, but also from all over Europe, Germany, Sweden, Spain, etc.
Alright guys, so I'm joined here by Mr. Sebastian. I really want you to pitch your school, why I should select your school if someone who is a prospect student looking out to studying abroad, right? He came across this video of your school. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. EMLV is one of the best business schools in France, especially because we are very focused on the strategy of specialization based on 4 dimensions of the student.
Okay.
The first one is innovation. We have some content, some major in the programs very dedicated to the innovation issues or managerial issues for innovation. Second point is that we are very focused on the digital content, especially for some major also. Digital is everywhere in the activities and in the companies, especially in France, but in international way, it's very important to know how to sell your and how to promote your products and services abroad. The third part is, in fact, we are very focused also on the soft skill dimension because it is very important to know how to promote yourself, especially when you are looking for a job position. It is a very competitive market in France and in different countries. So we train our students to be very good for this part, especially because we are thinking how to promote yourself, not only your training, your background, but also who you are. In fact, it is very important. The last part is for us that we call, it is very difficult in English, but it is very important for us, hybridization of the programs and the content. Here we are in a group in France with a School of Engineering and a School of Web Design. So we work together, for example, to define the new content, the new innovation, and our students, especially if they come from abroad, have access to very high quality for content. For example, some professors at the Graduate School of Engineering come to our school and have some courses, for example, on big data, blockchain, digital marketing, and so on. So it is very technical, but they have some knowledge and competencies from our colleagues.
Alright guys, so I'm joined here by Julie.
Hello!
She's here to talk about what's life on the campus when it comes to everything apart from studies. Can you walk me through?
Yeah, of course. Here we have what we call the dojo room. So it's where we actually have the martial arts and also gym on Thursday afternoon. So here we have the cardio room, and that takes place also, well, it's open for the students, for us, the teachers, and everyone. And as you can see, it's huge and we have many equipments, and once again for free.